Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Skillcraft. This episode 12. What projects do we have planned today then? Well, today I'm going to be building a really cool modern futuristic style base, superhero base for this room. And so let's just get cracking with that. So the first thing I've done is set up 10 furnaces, only 9 of them are working though, and smelting some quartz into smooth quartz. I have some spare left over I want to keep to make pillars, chisel these into these quartz pillars, which can be very useful, and I'll leave that there actually. Um, and then we've already got 3 stacks, so I'm going to start planning out, and just while I wait for this stuff to smelt, 9 stacks hopefully should be enough. So this base is sort of designed around this like a water stream here, this pillar of water. Um, but actually there's 2 of them, which I didn't think about when designing it. But I don't think it's too bad. I think I'm gonna surround the up one so that you exit through the center of the base, because that's where this water stream is located. And then we can just have like a drop-in one somewhere else. Or actually, no, wait. I'm going to surround this one. I think it'd be cool to enter through the middle, and that makes sense. We can just have an upstream somewhere else. Well, it really doesn't look like much at the moment, but I promise you this will be a super cool base. It's just kind of a circle on the ground. Anyway, there is a bit of an issue, and that is slimes. There's a slime chunk somewhere around here. Yeah, see, and they're very annoying. So I'm glad this thing is going to be raised off the ground a little bit on stilts. Which this circle doesn't take into account. So this is going to be raised up a little bit. It's just a circle to get the right size. Well, I've completed a quarter of the first layer, so I've got a lot more to do. But hopefully this gives you a bit of a look at the style I'm going for. So it's on stilts, and it's a circular platform, and it's using a lot of nature, because I thought, well, we're in a lush cave, I think that's cool, and that often goes well with a modern style. And I've used these sort of brighter colours to mix it in, because I think they work well. So you've got pink, blues, and greens. And yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty good, but we got a lot to do because this is first layer out of 2, which is gonna go up, and then we've also got to do, well, the other quarters.
Hi, it's voiceover time. I'm going to use this time lapse to explain a little bit of something about the channel. I have recently started using the community tab on YouTube. So if you really enjoy my content and want to interact a little bit more, I'm going to be posting all sorts on there. Stuff like polls, sneak peeks of new videos, and just general updates and things like that. I've already posted some stuff on there, so if you're interested in that, go check it out.
So here is the design. I've copied it over, and it's looking pretty cool. I'm super happy with it so far. I actually took a break and came back to it, and I feel like it's looking better than when I left. So I'm super happy with this. Although some places like here it's a little dark, but I do have a plan for that. I just need to extend this pillar up. I also filled in all of this water, which took a while because can't use the infinite water source. Each one of these has to be individually clicked on, which was very annoying. Ouch, that's not the up one. I am going to come back to that project a little bit later in the video because we have a little thing that I got last episode that I have a plan for. And I can turn coordinates on, so that's done. And it didn't break my game this time, so yeah, that's a bit of a bonus. So in here is, wow, my inventory's a mess. Anyway, in here's the dragon egg, which I want to do a little something for. Well, I guess we should head back. Well, it's like somewhere in our base, probably like my town, so I'm a bit confused. Yeah, so it's just in our town. Hello, what are we looking at? Oh no, I think I know. Wait, is that like a mob farm or something? Yeah, but yeah, it's the back of the. Oh my gosh, I can't quite believe I missed that. Here we go. Oh yes, fixed it. Thinking how what am I even gonna put here? Because back of a town, like not a whole lot, I guess, just windows and doors and patios and things like that. I suppose a good place to start is flattening that. How do I end up with an extra redstone? Well, let's hope I actually have materials for this. Let's get out my wood boxes. Oh yeah, something about my wood boxes. I lost them. Yeah, I've still got this one, so that was pretty good. But on my odds and bits, I've slowly been rebuilding it, but yeah, they got lost. So I'm gonna put this junk in here because I like to build with an empty inventory. I only need what I need. And let's just break that, ignore that. Yep, put that in there. The first thing we need is a bit of like a back uh, platform thing for Replete Steam's house. And I guess we could put a door in here. Um, somehow, if we just do that. Yeah, I think we can make that look better. I must say this is a very useful shulker box. If you like building, uh, get one of these just to build these stuff. I have like lights and things and just useful like barrels and pots and flowers. Just all those tiny little details. It really helps. There we go. We got a face. I don't know if Replete Steam wants a door here, so I'm just gonna do that. It's a bit of a fake door, but it doesn't look like that when it's closed. But if she wants to break that open, she can. First thing I'm doing is just adding a bit of depth and breaking it up. So I'm just adding a line of stuff. Sort of resembles a second floor, I guess. Yeah, that looks alright. I want to see where the actual second floor is. When I built this town, I had the rooftops in mind. I wanted a lot of them to be sort of connected, so you could sort of jump between them. Because I don't know, I thought that's kind of fun. But yeah, so that's the way I get up here. Is just go through my building up the stairs and cross there. And oh my, that is perfect. You'd think I'd planned it, but I didn't. I've decided here I want a huge door, because why not? So that's the center. That's gonna be the height. So let's just go like this. It's a little bit interesting that the back door is bigger than the front door, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Yeah, we got this little bit to do as well. Um, I don't know what I would do here because it's not really like a place I would use. Well, this wasn't what I was gonna do today, but I don't really like this interior because it's like useless. I did have the bee farm here, but no one really buys honey, and I do still have the bees. So if I need to set those up, I can. But in terms of like, it's just I feel like it's a waste of space, and it's right next to my house. Well, first thing I've done, cleaned up the floor, and I'm missing a lot of height. I split the room in two, and the entrance from my base is now behind this section, because as I walk in, this is my section, not the public's, because this is like my bit of the base, and it's also connected nice and fast for when I want to use it. And then up here on the second stage, I've added some rooms. I've cut out the wall and led to this upper floor, which I'm gonna turn into some rooms. We got two of them. I marked it out with this birch here, and basically I wanted to do this when I first made the build, because saloons sometimes have rooms in them for people to stay, visitors, whatever. It's tucked a little neatly in that corner, and it's a bit of an extension, and I really like that. As you walk down here, there's a little bit of a step down, which is a detail I didn't do on purpose, but I really like. It just happened to be that way. and then there's going to be two very simply made rooms. Well, the distractions aside, I'm going to go back to the end portal. Ooh, let's see if we can make it into the end portal thing. Come on. Did that work? It made the noise like it worked. The normal way. See if we can get an elytra out of this as well. It looks like we can. Nice. Thank you. And just like that, we're back at spawn. Don't know where I went to fly. But let's set this thing up then. Now, by now I'm sure you're wondering what I'm actually building. Obviously I got a bit distracted, but what I was going to be building is an auction. Well, I'm not building an auction, I'm doing an auction. It just needs a place where I can actually auction something off. Yep, this is a very unique block, and there's only one of them, so it's obviously very rare and very expensive. So, I'm going to be auctioning it because I don't really need it. Um, I've decided to go with like the pixel art of the actual egg because, well, I tried doing like a replica, like a large block version of the actual dragon egg, and oh my god, it did not look good. So I gave up. I tore it down, which is a bit of a pain because I placed a lot of blocks, and as you can see, I used obsidian. So here's the layout of the stuff. At the moment, how do we get this off? There we go. I have an empty book, which I'm going to need to be writing in to explain how this auction's going to work. And then I have a chest for people to place their bids. And then I have a anvil. So the way this is going to go, people are going to take some paper from this chest, which I've now added in, and use this anvil to write their bid, so their number of diamonds that they want to pay, and the highest bid, oh, and their name, obviously, and the highest bid in there at the end of a given time. I think I'm gonna go for 2 weeks, so 2 episodes of this. So in episode 14, probably I'll do it at the end of episode 14. Whoever bidded the highest amount will win, and I guess we'll see who will bid. I've no idea how many people will bid, how much people will bid, but it is a bit of a rare item, so hopefully we get some diamonds. And here we go, I've changed up this a little bit. I've got a hopper which leads to a chest, so people can throw their bids in there, and here's just me explaining exactly what I just did. And yeah, that's it, that's set up. That'll be done in 2 weeks. I just need to sign this book. Well, back over at this base, I think we should actually finish it. Skilltree dropped off a little bit of a care package with lots of supplies, which is more than I'm gonna need for this at the moment. Excuse the fact I'm using an axe, don't have, can't be able to get a sword out of my inventory. There we go. Those resources are definitely going to be enough for this build, but I'm thinking I need an exit, and so why not build a second one, just like here, and connect them somehow with this bridge, just extend this bridge. I think that could be pretty cool. Maybe like we just have lots of different ones all over this place. And this is our main hub where we have our meeting and storage room, which are the two things I think I'm going to put in here. And then we can have that second building be this exit water stream, because at the moment it's just very off-centered and annoying. I've extended these sides up and added quite a lot of lights because this was a particularly dark area. Something I didn't do on the plan was this little purple block. It needed a light up there, so I decided, well, why not try and put like a featured thing, and I really like the purple down here, and I hadn't planned any purple on the top layer, so I put that in there, and I think that looks good. It looks really good like this, and I'm kind of scared that putting a top layer might make it look a little weird, but I've kind of committed to it, so I'm hoping that it's not going to look too weird, because I like the quite open feel of this. Maybe we should include some like glass in the floor or something. Again, this looks really good. I quite like it like this. I don't know if I want to put a second layer. Can I put? Oh yes, yes, I love it. Yeah, that is really cool. I like that. I need to do more of those around it. I was gonna put cyan stained glass here, but again, I feel like I might not because, well, it feels right. It just being open, and I don't know if glass is gonna mess that up. So I think instead I'll use this for the floor, and I'm gonna change out those glass like pane pillar. Change that out for light blue. We've already got a first bid. Well, that was quite quick. You know what? I was gonna do more. I was gonna add a second quartz ring around the top there with a little stripe of blue, but I actually quite like it with like nothing on it. So I might just add some lights and direct walls to that to point it up a bit more, make it like blend a bit more. Or maybe just like a warp trapdoor that might end it actually that might end up quite nice. But I think it's done. I've gone for a lot area than my initial design. In fact, I might actually show you my design so you can see how much it's changed because and changed for the better, I think. So I added this top ring and I added some of this stripped warped log. It's called log, right? It's like hyphy. No, it's stem. It's stem. It used to be a weird name with. Well, here I am in my creative world. No sneak peeks as to what's behind me. Actually, I'm gonna stay under here. Yeah, let's stay here. Look at everything under there. Anyway, I'm in my creative world because I'm gonna show you the base. Let's go. And here it is. This was the design. And yeah, it's definitely a lot worse. So when I changed the design, I obviously added a bit more floral stuff here, and this is like it looks really bad anyway because it's literally 1/4, not even a quarter really. I changed this whole second floor because honestly I think this would have looked really ugly now. I'm looking at what I've done now, and I've removed this top little layer. So I think this build looks a lot better. Yeah, just looking at them like that, just next to each other, this one looks so much better. Back to my base a second. This button has appeared, and I'm definitely not going to press it because it's going to blow up my base, or it's going to do nothing. It's a bit of a red herring. Side tangent, who decided red herring was going to be a word that meant like a misleading thing? Uh, anyway, let's see. Oh, it's actually like right there. Yeah, it does nothing. It does nothing. Oh, also we got a message from Skilltree, so let's see what it is. I don't think that's how the trap's meant to work. I think you're meant to put the button on top of the TNT minecart, not the other, not send the minecart separately in the mail. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep that for safekeepings. Well, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I have to say, I'm loving this base. I've only just started on it, really, because, you know, the original plan was that this was going to be it. This was going to be the base. But now I love this style so much. I think I want to do, like, more of a complex of buildings. And then I know I need to build a building for this exit stream. And I also need to build a meeting room and possibly a storage room, maybe even a map room, something like that, and I think that'll look really cool. All of it connected by tunnels or bridges or whatever I decide, and I think it's going to be really cool. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling on a little bit in this outro, but if you like this video, consider subscribing, leaving a like, or a comment, you know, all the YouTube stuff, and I will see you next episode for episode 13. Excuse me. Also, brilliant idea, axolotl tank. That would be awesome.